Hi everybody, welcome to Beauty Buzz with Lori. So today we're going to answer some questions about microneedling, what it is and what you can expect. So with microneedling, whenever you have your treatment, there's a few guidelines you want to follow post-treatment. Number one is no washing of the face for 18 hours. The reason being is because when the FDA did their testing, they did a dye test and they found that it actually took those microchannels 18 hours, approximately 18 hours to close up. Of course, everybody's a little different, and then there's no question of a possible infection to happen there. All right, so you can also apply makeup after you have microneedling. You just need to wait until that 24-hour mark. Again, you can wash your face at 18 hours, but 24 hours before you put makeup or sunblock on is what I tell all of my patients. So after your microneedling treatment, you are going to be red and probably a little swollen. You don't really need to do anything. We have had it cleared to where you can use BioCream Firm by Neocutis. It is safe to put that in those microchannels, and that way the product actually gets all the way to the dermis. So it is okay to do that. You would follow whoever your provider is and what their recommendations are with products that you can put on your skin right after a microneedling treatment. So we don't recommend that you work out right afterwards. We actually ask you to hold off on raising that body temperature or perspiring at all for 48 hours. And the reason being is when you perspire, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to be kind of stingy and not feel good, just be uncomfortable. And then with the perspiration or sweat, you could potentially also, again, cause a bacterial infection, and that's something we want to avoid at all costs. In addition to that, raising your body temperature above that inflammation point that we've already hit with the microneedling could potentially also cause PIH, which is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So in order to avoid all of these things, we ask that you do not work out for 48 hours post-microneedling treatments. So with your microneedling recovery period, you could potentially sleep at a 45-degree angle or slightly raised. That would reduce some swelling as well. We also have here at our practice a mask by Neocutis called the Neo Restore mask. This is a biocellulose mask and it is amazing. Honestly, I'm obsessed with it. And so at your 24-hour mark, you can put this mask on, leave it on for whatever the instructions say. I personally like to do it for 20 to 30 minutes, and it will literally draw the redness out of the skin and also leave the skin hydrated and feeling very soft. So it's a wonderful mask to add on, especially if you have something coming up, a special occasion that you don't want to be red for. You could use this at your 24-hour mark and it's gonna actually cut your downtime potentially in half or almost non-existent. If you've never had microneedling before, I always recommend that my patients get a series of 3. We can do those series of 3 with 3 weeks in between or 4 weeks in between, depending upon what your constraints are, if you're trying to get ready for a special occasion like a wedding maybe. What we want to do is create that collagen blast is how we refer to it. And then a maintenance program to follow all of that up is going to be every 3 months. And the reason we choose every 3 months is because whenever you have a microneedling treatment, studies have shown that you continue to produce new collagen and elastin fibers for up to 3 months after that treatment. So it just makes sense to do those treatments every 3 to 4 months. So you potentially get 4 a year after you've had that series of 3.